Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for World Trigger Chapter 54. Alright, this chapter started off with a flashback of Replica talking with all the guys in, not all the guys in Border, but like, the guys we actually care about, pretty much. The guys we care about, alright? He's talking with them about whether or not, well, he's talking about how to actually recognize who the enemy is. And he's focusing on Crater because that's the most likely one, and those are the actual enemies, so why waste time talking about the other guys, alright? But he's talking about how they all have horns, and they're pretty much built-in triggers, right? They're trion receptors that give them a higher amount of trion and just higher quality trion. In other words, they're just stronger. They're just stronger than them, pretty much. And also, if they have black horns, it means they are pretty much a black trigger. They use black triggers. So, um, and it gets pointed out that Dora the Explorer, that dude has freaking black horns. So I knew there was something up about him, right? Granted, I did say that it was his eye, the fact that he has like a black eye that makes him special. But I'm just gonna assume that I'm right and say that the reason he has that black eye is because he has a black trigger. It's not just the black horns, but his eye was also affected by his being compatible with the black trigger. So I'm just gonna assume I was right anyway, and say that yeah, I predicted that there was something special about Enadora, and there was. All right, so boom. All right, I'm good. All right, but anyway, we ended up not focusing on him, which was unfortunate. We ended up focusing on 9 instead, Ranma 9. All right, and he starts out. He was going to shoot at Azuma and Taichi, but then freaking Makoto Chano, Makoto Chano and Itsuki Fujiwara show up. I swear, like, these two just won't leave. I swear, because usually I like characters who wear hats like Makoto Chano does, but I mean he ruins it so badly. I mean it's like Yukitaro Amano. All right, this dude he had moments where he was pretty lame, but he's a freaking god now. I mean, he also had moments where he was freaking epic. All right, and I don't even need to mention Kazu from Air Gear. Right, this dude wore the hat like a boss. Right, this dude took on Nike. Or Nikkei, or however you want to pronounce his name. This dude took on Nike and won. He's the freaking king of the flame road. He makes the hat look good. And then you see freaking Makoto Chano over here. Like, he ruins the hat. He ruins the hat. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve the hat. And it makes it even worse because not only is he a loser, but he wears the same expression on his face whenever he shows up. Like seriously, like have you noticed? Literally every panel he's in, he's like wearing the same expression on his face, and it's like it's not even like a normal expression. It's that Beelzebub gag expression. Like in the manga Beelzebub, the characters have that same expression whenever they're saying something stupid to try and be funny. All right, and this dude wears that expression all the time, being serious, and makes him look like an even bigger loser. All right, he ruins the hat. All right, he ruins the hat, and someone needs to punish him. All right, seriously, he needs to be punished. That's where 9 comes in. Right? You liked that transition, didn't you? I know you did. I know you did. You like that transition, right? 9 comes in and he punishes them, all right, for being losers. All right, he shoots them. They put up shields, and he shoots through the shields, hits them. One shot, instant bailout, Tryon body completely destroyed. It was epic. All right, it was epic. All right, he uses this like gun-like trigger that was like wrapping around his arm, and it had these pearl-like energy Tryon balls that were used as ammo, and they were feeding in to the gun. He was like rapid firing with them, and he hit Taichi with it, so he's done now. He bailed out. Arafune squad, they tried to snipe him, but that didn't really work at all. He put up his own shields to stop them because he was pretending like he didn't know that they were there when he really did. So he was just stringing them along, and it turns out his trigger, the after creator triggers aren't so simple as to be like one thing. Like I guess I guess you could, the way Replica said it, I guess you would consider their entire body to be a trigger. Not just the horns, but like their entire body. So at this point, he doesn't have the gun around his arm anymore. His hands are normal, and now it's his cape that's starting to turn into a weapon. On some Diamante crap in One Piece, right? His cape turns into a weapon, and it shoots like a bunch of lasers and stuff, and they go off in different directions, and they hit a couple other guys, and they got bailed out too. I'm assuming from Arafune Squad, but maybe I know Kakizaki Squad was there. Another dude from Ozma Squad was there. But I think it was just Arafune Squad that got taken out. But not all of them though. I think it was just two guys. I think. But anyway, yeah, he's impressive. He's impressive. 9. I'm talking about. And that's actually pretty much how the chapter ends. Actually, he's saying he might actually enjoy himself. So he's clearly hasn't even been trying yet. I mean, it didn't look like he was, but now it's obvious. He was just like messing around, like getting warmed up, and now he's saying, "Oh, well, maybe I'll actually be able to, well, not get serious, but at least try a little harder." So I'm looking forward to this arc. This arc is just this is a great arc for World Trigger. Like seriously, it's actually I've when World Trigger first started, I liked it, but I wasn't sure whether or not it'd become a thing or not, but like as it's going on, I'm confident that it can actually become a success. I'm sure it'll eventually get popular enough to get an anime, and then once it gets that, sales will go up, and it'll become a long-running series in Jump, which it has the potential to be a long-running series because it could be like Toriko in the sense that it has arcs in the regular world, but then it'll end up going to the neighborhood. That's what they call it, right? The neighborhood. They could go to the neighborhood and have arcs there too. It can turn into a really long running series. So it has good potential, and I know now I'm seeing that the quality will live up to expectations too. So I see good things in World Trigger's future. I don't see it getting canceled anytime soon unless it pulls a siren, which would be awful. Oh, that would be awful. I don't even want to think about. I don't even want to think about it. Right? If you guys, if you guys haven't read Siren, you need to read it. It's epic. It's an awesome series. It got canceled at like I don't even remember how many chapters it was. Like over 100, over 150 maybe. Nah, maybe it was like 120 or so. It was definitely over 100 though. It was a great series that deserved an anime, but it ended up getting canceled for stupid reasons like Japan not liking it. That's not a stupid reason, but the point is that it was an awesome series and it deserved to be liked more. Right? It was stupid. Right? It shouldn't have gotten canceled. It should have gotten an anime that would have boosted its sales and stuff. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't pull a siren. Right? That's pretty much what I'm saying. Hopefully it doesn't pull a siren. Alright, well, so let me just end the review now because now I'm just kind of rambling. I'll give this chapter an 8.5 out of 10 because it was pretty enjoyable. It was actually pretty quick too. Like I was surprised that I reached the end of the chapter so quickly. So yeah, it was kind of quick, and it was pretty simple too. It was pretty much trying to make 9 look good. So yeah, it was pretty simple. And I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10, and that's that. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.